floor manager. Signals time underway, and there it is, the kickoff. Round one of the competition is alive and well, and Metcalf with the first attempt to bring it back. That's where they are, right on the 10-metre line. This time they run straight there into De Silva. Good strong hit out. De Silva played a lot of rugby league. Over the top there was Minot again. This time straight and hard there into Galvin. Now they rock up the short commentary side. So good go forward here by Hill Sports High. They've come 40 metres since the get-go. Here's Metcalf taking possession into his own hands. Look for the clearing kick here. There it goes off the boot there of Talaliti. Good kick chase as well by Talaliti and the captain in Billy Scott. That's where they are, coming outside their own 30-metre line. Alameddine now takes his school towards the 40-metre line. Galvin, look out for the instrumental halfback. He's got a good offload in him as well. He'll feature right now. Here he is. Speaking of the halfback, takes a great tackle there by Billy Scott. Lalili now. Good ball out the back door. Did it go forward? Referee here will call it up. Gee, they're looking sharp, aren't they? Lalili. That beautiful flick pass. That's a custom feature to his ability, the fullback. He loves to come in from the back as much as he can and create a little bit of havoc on the left and the right edge. So we're sitting on 16 degrees on the Daily Telegraph weather wall. Fairly calm conditions here in Western Sydney. Beautiful day, in fact, here in Hitchinbrook. You're live and exclusive on the Daily Telegraph. Here's Metcalf again chiming in. There's a penalty here off the whistle of Dizeli, our referee, as Metcalf was trying to... Well, he was trying to capture, wasn't he? Westfield Sports High, they're off their game, but the referee has said come back, and we see now Metcalf about to bang this ball into touch. He does tremendously well. He's able to find 10 valuable metres. So they take the tap and rock and roll their way forward. Taken down here. Just short of the 30-metre line. As Hill Sports High. Not going far, are they? But they're drifting across field. They love this opportunity to throw it around. They're looking out there for Hayden Stevens, who's playing out there on the left wing. This time Squire. He goes without it. So the referee here will give away a penalty. He signalled, of course. Hill Sports High there helped that ball free from the possession. You see now Tulagi strikes the ball nicely and finds touch on the eastern side of the reserve. So a chance now for Westfields High. This is William Craig sending it away, working their forward pack. Tuivasa now will play it. Galvin, good ball, juggled. Picked up here, there's a chance. Lababidi turns defense into attack. Comes back away with it. Rumbling now forward, this is Hassett. The toiler of the pack. Leaves no petrol in the tank, that is for sure. Here's Durrani now. So good start to this one as they approach the 30-metre line. Given back away from Scott. Ibrahim sending troops. Metcalf stepping his way towards the 10-metre line. So it's the fifth and last now for Hill Sports High. They're going to work the right-hand side. Look at the kick. Goes into the end goal area, and there's your first try. Well, it was a beautifully weighted kick. The chase was sensational. And after 5 minutes, Hill Sports High, they've gone to the front by 4 points to 0. Well, it was a perfectly weighted kick. The chasers on the right-hand side, they knew what was on. Superb stuff, wasn't it? And over they went for the first try. It's on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. They lead by 4 points to 0. And speaking of their dynamic fullback in Blake Metcalf, he's been around Schoolboys for a couple of years. We, of course, called him in 2019 and 2020. He was pretty young when he came into schoolboy football, but he's matured nicely, and we wish him well in his rugby league career as he goes forward from this moment. A prolific kicker of the football, not just in general play when he allows a rest for the normal kickers in their 5/8 and their halfback, but he's also a tremendous goal kicker. He's got the chance now to add the extras. As you can see from our picture perfect shot here, bird's eye view of this one. Right behind him. Ball placed 19 metres out, 20 in from touch. This to make it 6 points to 0. The Telegraph scoreboard. Here's Metcalf. Strikes it. Bringing it back around. It's a ripper. Straight over the black dot. 6 minutes gone. They're keeping up with the Daily Telegraph scoreboard, aren't they? It's 6 points to 0 over Westfields Sports High. Just clicked onto our live stream coverage today. There's been a few jersey swaps, but as per program, of course, Minor was originally scheduled in jersey number 8. Well, he goes to jersey 21. Lee Gunner was in 11. He's in 22 today, and Offa Ayo has gone from 16 to 20. So we're back underway. Pretty much late changes as well. Late jersey swaps, but players are just loving to be able to be playing back in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Of course, the late Peter Mulholland, a great talent scout amongst many other attributes that he gave the great game of rugby league, and I know his family is absolutely honoured and privileged to have the schoolboys competition here in New South Wales named after him. Here's Sakuru over the top along there with Galvin. As the captain in Scott sends it downfield into the waiting possession. So Yaji's out there on the right wing, playing on our wing. Closer to the camera is Alamandine. So trailing by 6 points to 0. Here's Galvin again. Sakuru, 18 years of age, been involved in schoolboys football for a couple of seasons. There's Lachlan Galvin getting to his feet, given back away from De Silva. Lalalivu now, quick play the ball. De Silva kicking, the chasers are coming through. Craig's chasing, and there's a mistake. Will it be a vital mistake here for Hill Sports High? It was a beautiful kick, beautiful chase, and just too much pressure. at the back. Westfield Sports High. Spread deep back line. The scrum, as you can see from our wide shot, the scrum's taken place 10 metres out, and Alameddine is right back on the 30-metre line, so look out for a wide spread here. Here's Galvin giving it short. Sakuru, he's brought down about a metre away from the line.
Yes.
Not too many penalties, but they'll take this one early on in the Peter Mulholland Cup. So De Silva will tap it. And back away from Galvin. Tuivati within a metre of the line. Down by 6. De Silva finds Galvin, steps, looks around for support. He's still going. He's got support if he wants to offload it, but he takes the tackle here 2 metres out. So De Silva works it to the right. They're up quickly. That creates a gap. They're stretched to the left. They go for a dig from dummy half. They're close, but they're denied. So a couple more left up their sleeve. Where's Galvin? He's got it. Throws a dummy. Pivots, kicks, chases. Ball goes to the end goal. Will they get back? No. Goal line dropout. Well done. The crowd goes up. Good kick chase by Galvin. We're going to have a goal line dropout. Wow. Beautiful little kick. It needed to be done. And he's come away with it. Having a solid start, isn't he, Lachlan Galvin? Just looking down to the interchange bench, and your replacement's about to come out onto the field. There's Kahani, who's warming up. So here's the goal line dropout. That's a good one. It's gone 50 metres on the fly, straight to Lalalili. And who's there to bring it back? This time it's Minor. And Denzel will play it. That's the 30-metre line. Back from Galvin again. He's the orchestrator, isn't he? Expect nothing less. There's De Silva. Spreading it to the right. Options. Can they get there? They bash and barge. Will they be held up or will they be given the try? They're short. So they'll spin it back to the grandstand side here.
Go please.
Looking around. The gap's not coming. Couple more left up their sleeve. Here's Galvin. Giving away. Sakuru. Can he get there? Sakuru. Oh, he's close. He's a metre away from the line. Galvin's got it. Galvin puts onto the right boot. This time it goes to the end goal area. And it's going to be taken over the dead ball line. The question is, who ended up taking it over the dead ball line? Westfield or Hill Sports High? The referee says it was taken over by Hill Sports. So more pressure. The Hill Sports High here. They're going to get away with another goal line dropout. Well, their last goal line dropout went 50 metres on the fly. This time, 30. And they wind up and they charge back now through Minor. Tucks it under his right arm and takes play down towards the 20. Where's De Silva? There's Galvin. Tuivati now. Rumbling towards the try line. De Silva again. Galvin. Good ball. Here's Sakuru. He's got there. The crowd goes up. Try time for Sakuru. They're back. It's 6 points to 4 on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. Well, it was just too big, too strong, and too good. Over he went. First try for Solomon Sakuru, the centre three-quarter. 6 points to 4. 12 minutes gone on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. Sakuru knew his way to the line. He was wanting the ball. He got the footy. And he was just too strong. The big 18-year-old. Nobody was going to stop him. So a chance now for Alan Medine, the kicking duties. Kicking for Westfields today. The ball placed on the kicking tee about, as you can see, 10 metres in from the western touchline. On a picture-perfect day for NRL schoolboys. Doesn't come much better than this as far as the conditions go. And Alan Medine, can he convert the Sakuru try? A bit of breeze behind him. It's just picked up the breeze in the last couple of minutes. He'll be looking to bring it out to the left and we'll swing back. Perfect! You couldn't have read it any better. The perfect reader, isn't he? The man on your screen right now in Alan Medine read the beautiful weather conditions. He knew if he pushed it the way he did, it was going to drop over, and exactly what the doctor ordered. So we're locked up at 6-all. One try apiece. So we're back underway. Hill Sports with the recommencement. As you see, Westfield Sports High being driven back towards their own 10-metre zone. In there in the tackle was Squire. Now Hassett. He goes high. Squire was over the top again. Well, there's Squire again. Sam Squire with his third tackle in succession, I should say, as we see now a big jolt. Rattling a little bit of the framework. Straight back up. It's a testament to their strength and their power, as De Silva. Nice weighted kick in between fullback and the winger as Metcalf manages to get his way back into the field of play by a couple of metres. So a good solid start from both sides, from both schools, putting their bodies on the line and showing everybody here what they've trained towards in the off-season. It's been a topsy-turvy off-season, to say the least, with the weather conditions and finding grounds to be able to train on, but you wouldn't think so after 20 minutes of play. Look for the kick. Ball allowed to bounce here by Lalili. And now he motors onto it. And he's dropped down there. As you can see, there's a lost ball there. Yeah, that'll bring a roar from the Hill Sports High crowd that have gathered here this morning. We'll mention a mammoth day of rugby league yesterday, and congratulations to Hunter Sports High. We were up at the Cessnock Sports Ground yesterday, and they've knocked off Gregory's, the upset of the round in 2022. And congratulations to the entire playing squad and the entire school. It was just a great day of rugby league up at Cessnock. And of course the State of Origin last night, and you were able to read about all of the stories in today's edition of the Daily Telegraph. Here's Pritchard now towards the middle. Here's Squire. Makes good 10 metres. Options left, options right. They come the right. He's Darney. Juggle, did well. That's Metcalf. Put away there by Finau. Here's Henry Finau towards the 10. There's a lost ball, yeah. Did well there, Dizelle, our referee, right on the thick of it. Standing over the ruck there he was. And saw that, has been able to see that ball just spill out. As we head towards the 20th minute here on Thursday Rugby League in the Peter Mulholland Cup. A big night last night for Queensland. What a state of origin. It was quick, it was fast, not quite the result New South Wales was expecting, but sets up for an almighty Origin 2 clash when we go across to Perth, and then Game 3 at nearly a sellout Suncorp Stadium. Two crackers coming your way. So just short of the halfway line here at Albury Quiche Reserve in Hitchinbrook, as Galvin trying to send Sakuru straight through the middle. The only try scorer, Sakuru, for Westfields so far in this clash. Taken down right on the 40-metre line. Where's Galvin? They go away from Galvin. They've given him a break and find Tulagi. What a kick. What an absolute ripper of a kick. But the bounce of the ball is fortunate for Hill Sports High. Goes over the sideline, 10 metres out from their own goal line. Of course, yesterday, Hunter Sports High scored 2 tries off the midfield bomb. So it's been a prominent feature of the opening few weeks of the Peter Mulholland Cup, trying to get that ball as high into the air as possible and causing absolute carnage for fullbacks. But what a ripper of a match this is. Unfolding 6-all on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. As we see now, Metcalf taking matters into his own possession. Quick play the ball. That was touched, that was knocked down. We'll have a scrum. Right on the 30-metre line here. Hope you're enjoying our live and exclusive coverage on the Daily Telegraph in our 3rd year of bringing you schoolboy footy. The future of rugby league. I think we've lost count of how many school kids go on to represent the Australian schoolboys and baby blues, junior kangaroos. Absolutely endless. But this is where it all starts. Plenty of talent scouts here today. Of course, we were at Holy Cross last week and having a chat with Brett Kamali, who was keeping a close, watchful eye on many Holy Cross participants. This is Hassett. So there's Scott. The dummy, the offload, the jolt. They're on Squire. So they go away from Kalidi. They put in the kick. And who's there at the back? It's Lalalili. There's the brick wall. Don't you love it when fullback on fullback combine? Lalalili there on Blake Metcalf. The two youngsters with huge raps from many talent scouts in this country. So that's the 30-metre line. Alamadine now centers the play towards the 40. Here's Galvin. just outside the 40 as Metcalf hoping that this ball will go over the dead ball line, and it does. With a very silky fullback. So this time, Khalidi comes in off the wing. Takes his own school out towards the 40-metre line as we look to execute it out there. But unfortunately for the boys from Hill Sports High, they've come up with a rare error. But it could well be a vital error leading into the break as we approach the 25th minute of the first half of the Peter Mulholland Cup. Not a bad crowd in here as well. A lot of kids have caught the coach down from both schools, and a fair crowd. They're broadcasting, of course, from the concourse area. As raw as it gets as far as commentary goes, taking our prestigious Schoolboy Cup competition to the suburban grounds, as we see now a run here by Galvin again. Been up there with one of their best in the first half. De Silva switches it. Lalalili now. Within 2 metres. So De Silva looking around. They work it again to the right. Lalili offloads it. And unfortunately for Westfields High, they just couldn't quite get over the stripe. So the referee calls it back. So that was a case, wasn't it? Of so close, yet so far for Westfield Sports High. But what an exciting clash here after 26 minutes of footy. One try apiece. A brilliant try for Westfields. Sakuru barnstormed his way across the white stripe after, of course, Hill Sports High posted first points in the opening minutes. So we're live on dailytelegraph.com.au as they look to see the gap. At this time, who was there? It was William Craig. Was able to close that up as quickly as possible. What a hit! De Silva under the rib cage, and bang! The credit there to Hill Sports High. They bounced straight back up. De Silva again in the tackle. It's had a huge impact as far as defence goes for Westfield. Here's Tuivati. Now the referee has signalled last tackle play on here. Sakuru, he's after 2, and he's going to get it. Solomon Sakuru picks the ball up 15 metres out from halfway, and he's gone the length of the field. He's got his double. And that came from the drop of the footy. Sakuru pounced, and the rest is history. So it's the Sakuru show pretty much here today. 2 tries in half hour of footy. Don't worry about trying to chase him when he's lethal like that towards the try line. You got Buckley's chance. In and away. What a prospect. What a find. Of course, plays a lot of New South Wales Rugby League junior footy, but I think there's something very special about Sakuru. We've seen him now over 2 or 3 years in schoolboy football. He got his start many years. Well, was it 2019 or? Yeah, well, I think it was that just before COVID interrupted the world pretty much. Gee, He started how he finished a couple of years ago. In fantastic individual form. So Alameddine, his easiest kick of the afternoon. He says, score on this close, I'll convert them. He does exactly that. So let's take a look at the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. Another 6 points on the scoreboard. What's that, 12-6 in favour. The boys from Westfields Sports High leading into the break. Siren's about to go in a few minutes' time. We're actually under the scoreboard, so finds it pretty hard to give you an accurate description of the time clock here, but as we look like, just looking down to the interchange bench, and Ibrahim is passing it away to Metcalf, who will soak up as much time as he can. He's after his vitamin half-time. He's after his oranges. His oranges are probably going to come after this kick-off. So one last throw of the dice for Westfields. Surrendering in the tackle. And there it is, folks. That is half-time in the first half. Is anything to go by? This is going to be an epic second half of Peter Mulholland Cup Rugby League. You got the best seat in the house for round one of the competition. You're in the commentary box with Peter Jolly on a beautiful day here in Hitchinbrook. We're sitting on now 17 degrees. Very calm conditions for the start of the second half. Not so calm on the field as Westfields looking to start the second half just as quickly as they finish the first half. Here is Sakuru. He's been the star of the show, Sakuru. 2 tries. Leading by 12 points to nil. 2 of his tries converted, of course. So there's De Silva. Back away this time now for Tulagi. Metcalf's underneath it. Metcalf's gone without it. Well, a very rare mistake. Let's just keep an eye on the referee. I'm pretty sure that Metcalf got a hand to that, because we don't have a replay right now in our regular competition round. As we head into the grand final, of course, we have multiple replays, multiple cameras. Look forward to grand final day in the couple of weeks coming up. But our referee here, De Silva, so he's going to give the ball back here. So what a relief. The boys in maroon and blue coming off their own 10-metre zone. It's just fantastic to have the Schoolboys Cup competition back live and exclusive on the Daily Telegraph. Of course, we've been calling the Schoolboys Cup now for 4 years. It's an absolute privilege to come here and broadcast the NRL Stars of tomorrow. Looking to go on to Australian schoolboys selection after their studies. Of course, we wish all the students all the best in their Year 12 studies this year and their careers that they choose to go towards in the future. Lalili now will play it. Here's Yagi coming across field. Good run there by Eamon. Alamendi now coming in off the wing. Good pick up by De Silva. Great ball. Here's Lalali'i. He'll get there, Willie. He's going to be over the line, but so close yet so far. He was trying so desperate, wasn't he, the big fella, to get the ball down. But danger not gone. Couple more left up there. Their sleeve of tricks. This is the last tackle. There's De Silva. Will they put one in towards the in-goal area? Tulagi, he's got to go back away. Here's Lalili. He's the last tackle. Back to Tulagi, over the top there of Craig's head. Juggled, did well. Slips, kicks, chases. Can he get it back? He's coming through. Well done. Well, that was superb. Peter Mulholland Cup Rugby League. Incredible. Superb individual performance. Then he was chasing the footy and then pushed him over the touchline in goal, resulting in a goal line dropout. We're just waiting now for the footy, and Blake Metcalf, as you can see there, just taking his time to allow his side to have a breather here. Very big, strong side, aren't they, Westfield Sports High? The forwards pretty much right across the playing park. So the goal line dropout is a good one. This is where Westfield rumble back to. Just 10 metres inside the opposition's half. Lalalili now towards the 30. Tulagi now. He decides to take them on. Here's De Silva. Lalili again. Don't forget there's two Lalilis. They're brothers, of course, Luke and Kitty. The Lalihi brothers doing great things in the game of rugby league. Great ball. Well, he's thrown the dummy there, Galvin. Everybody was falling for it. From close and far range, he's got over the strike, but he's held up. Lachlan Galvin. So he'll play the ball back. Here's Tulagi. Puts it onto the in-goal area. Here's Pritchard. Tremendous take. Big frame, big body to get back into the field of play, and William Craig finishes him off there with Yaji as they try to spin their way past the 10-metre line. Straight there into De Silva. He's been strong today, hasn't he? The little hooker. Talon De Silva. Born in 2005. As they look now to spin the ball to the right edge. This is the fifth and the last. Kicking from inside their own 30. Not great distance off the kick, and that allows William Craig to start the tackle count 10 metres inside Hill Sports High's territory. They rumble there into Aaron's. Back to the right. Tulagi. He's got a great offload off the hip, doesn't he? Always sets up off the left or the right hip. There's De Silva. Tulagi again. Good ball. Galvin. They're getting closer. 10 metres away from the opposition's line, and the referee here has said, boys, I've seen a little knock on. No, he hasn't. I'll rephrase that. Incorrect play the ball. So they weren't able to put the foot onto the Steeden footy, and what the referee has signalled is that he's just rolled it through the legs. Now, the dummy half better look down and see what's happening. He was caught a little bit off guard there at dummy half. As Hill Sports High look to come off their own goal line. It was a tremendous take of the football before Argy was in there. Just trying to identify, I think it was Steve, centre three-quarter in Pritchard. Did well to hang on to that footy coming off his own try line. Lita Gunner in defence. The gaps, well, they're not coming. It's So it's the fifth and the last, so they'll need a good kick here to get outside their own danger zone. Kicking away now from Lalili. So here's Luke from the back. As I said, very silky. The live wire for Westfield Sports High. An elusive runner of the football as well. Very safe. Here's Alameddine. That's De Silva. That's Piacala. Off the interchange bench, Sebastian. Galvin running freely. Unfortunately, he was trying to set up his man on the left. Hit his chest and the ball has just popped down off the breadbasket of his chest and got onto the ground. So we've had just over 5 minutes of the second half of footy here. Only 6 points in the clash. So it's 12 points to 6 in favour of Westfields. There's Hill Sports High here. There's no fullback at home, but I guess they go with the big push and shove here. Yes, they do. And referee is saying, boys, let's have that over once more. There's Tuivasa there just standing in before he locks his head into the scrum for Westfields. There's Galvin in defence, breaking from the scrum now. That was, helped out. So they're going to take the tap here at Hill Sports High. Putting foot to the middle. This time running straight into Leotunga. Good ball, but oh no. Unfortunately, it's gone forward. Well, Billy Scott, the captain, I'm led to believe, was looking around and he had Blake Metcalf off his right hip. But the pass has gone forward. So their brilliant little fullback in Metcalf. Of course, he was born on the 18th of May back in 2004. He's just had a birthday. He was coached by Scotty Jones. Trainers are Simon Greaves, Lewis Musson and Bronson Harrison, all doing a tremendous job for the school. Troy Whedon, of course, the coach of Westfields. As Westfields now looking to drift towards the middle of the field. They're lining up to Avati. Three strong forwards bringing down. Galvin again. This time they find their way towards the 10. So here's De Silva. Here's Galvin. Out the back. Intercept. Now we're at the Olympics with 50 metres left to run. There's 5 coming after him. In and away. What a tackle. The tackle of the premiership so far. Big numbers to the left. This is the way they come. Metcalf, he offloads it. They've got to score. Stevens. They've gone the length of the field. What a try in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Beautiful intercept. And then moments later, Hill Sports High, they've put the 4-pointer on the scoreboard in grand fashion. Incredible schoolboys footy. That's how you do it. From one end of the field to the other. In the blink of an eye. Wow. Didn't that passage of rugby league change pretty quick? Hill Sports High. Well, that was quite phenomenal, the chase. It was a foot race, wasn't it? Especially with about 50 metres left to go. There's about 5 of them coming after him from Westfields, and they absolutely got him in an absolute ball and all try-saving tackle. But the only problem was Westfields, half of the school was pretty much halfway back to Canberra, and then they spin it to the left, and Hill Sports, wow, the rest is history. Brilliant stuff. As we see now the kick coming away from Blake Metcalf from about 10 metres in, maybe 6 or 7 actually. Well, we've seen some brilliant tries, but the lead up to that one was absolutely phenomenal. Now, if anyone's listening back into the Daily Telegraph, and I'm sure you will be, if that doesn't make the highlights reel, incredible passage. Breathtaking to watch. Great talent. Here's the kick from the sideline. Metcalf. This time it just sprayed to the right-hand side of the post. Wow, 12 points to 10. Stay with us. The opening round of the Peter Mulholland Cup. Just keeps on delivering after decades of schoolboy football. We've got to rewind the clock back to the old days of Channel 9, the Commonwealth Bank Cup. It's been through a number of sponsors, hasn't it? Used to be on the 9 network with the great Andrew Voss and Steve Roach back in the early 90s. Fox Sports have had it in recent years, and now the Daily Telegraph has picked up all the live exciting action as we see now a bust again being made by Hill Sports High. Here's another foot race inside the 40. Here's Pritchard. He takes on the fullback. What a tackle here by Leah. Lined Pritchard up and hit him with everything. Quick play the ball. Scott. Talatii overlap into the right, but who's there on this occasion? It was Sakuru. Couldn't get past the mountain. Metcalf delivers in and away inside the 10. Chased by Galvin. Wow. Incredible passage of Peter Mulholland Cup. Good hits. The attack has been superb. They've got to come to the left. This is the way they execute. Who wants the footy? They're lining up at will. It's the last tackle now. Where's Pritchard? Give it to him. See what he can produce. The juggle. Regained. Out the back to Metcalf. He'll take matters into his own hands. Here's the kick. The Chasers were onside. Gets another one. Oh, what a ripper. Audrey reserve. The crowd up off their feet. Can you believe it? They've gone bang, bang, bang. Schoolboy football alive and well in 2022. Brilliant stuff by Hill Sports High, the entertainers. Well, don't worry about giving it to Pritchard on the left when Metcalf can find a high-flying winger. Up they went, down they come, bingo. What's the score now? It's got to be at least 14, yeah, 14 to 12. 14 to 12 on the scoreboard. That's good. Wow. This is good stuff. Everyone's down here watching. How are we all going down there? We're just having a chat to the scorers on the run. Doing a great job. Oh, brilliant stuff. This is what Schoolboys football is all about. Superb play. And the crowd, wow, in absolute awe of Hill Sports High. Steve Bonney, of course, doing a great job taking the photos. Down on the touchline with Jono, the ground manager from the NRL. Hitchinbrook. Put that on your bucket list. Great ground. Great action. Tremendous schools out this way. This is schoolboy football at its absolute premium. Well, I don't know about you at home, but I think Westfields Sports High are a little bit shell-shocked. I think everyone's shell-shocked, except Hill Sports High. Superb rugby league. Metcalf from the sideline, hits it well. Can he bring it back around just to the right-hand side of the post? So no change on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. It's Hill Sports High leading by 14 points to 12. 14 points to 12.
Yeah, that's right.
11 to go.
With 11 minutes remaining. If we just have a look at the laptop, actually, I think it's 10 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. Good stuff. We've got the horn blowers down on the sideline, about to blow it as well. Let's just give it a bit of a... No, we better not test it because we might cause a stir. But it does work, we know that. We're sponsored by the Mounties Group, I think, you'll find. So there you go. The Mounties Group providing the siren today. Straight out of Bunnings, as we see now to the right-hand side of the field. This is... It's amazing what you can get. The quality of stuff in 2022. A $5 horn just does the job here. How many... I would just like to ask the question to the horn blowers down on the sideline. How many blowers do you get for the... in the can? 623 blows. Well, there you go. That's quite incredible, isn't it? 623 in a can. Well, we've just got to ask the big questions here in schoolboy football. This is what it's all about. The kick goes downfield, in between fullback and the winger. And going back away this time for Westfields, it's Lalalihi. Takes play back out to the 30,000. The 30-metre line. I was just going to say it's probably $30,000 for a siren at the Accor Stadium or the Olympic Stadium, but you come here for $5 thanks to the Mounties Group. You know, you get the same result.
3 for 5.
3 for 5 as well. There's a special on today. Well, there you go. If anyone's after a fantastic half-time and full-time siren, get in contact with the Mounties here. They've got all the top secrets and how to give you the rugby league experience here at Hitchinbrook, Albury Reserve. Kudos to the curators as well. Just have a look at this. I don't know if we can have a little pan from left to right here, but just take a look at this as we've got an injury concern here. Look at the ground. Kudos to the staff here. Look at that. The green grass. We've had plenty of rain, so the nitrogen's really given it a real kick start, hasn't it? And the crowd are in. Beautiful concourse downstairs. Pretty chilly though. About 15 degrees, but as we look back to the right-hand side, you've got a beautiful view up there of the homes in the new estate. As we just have a break of play for a moment here. And it looks like, as we look down to the touch line, it's Callan Phillips about to come back out onto the field of play. There he is down there on the right-hand side as we take you back into the field of play. Just short of the halfway line. As we restart the clock. Now, horn blowers down on the sideline with 9 minutes remaining. Restart the clock. Thank you very much. With just over 8 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. Good stuff. What would we do without the tremendous teamwork off the field in the game of rugby league? But it's all happening on the field, that's for sure. As they look again to put pressure here on Galvin. Sends it high into the air. The fullbacks had a bit of a mess. Now, the left-hand side of the field, it comes back here to Roberts, and he's got the football. But it's a changeover, turnover back to Hill Sports High. Well, what a nail-biter we've got here, folks. 14 points to 12. A brilliant day of schoolboy footy in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Solid hit. That's why the crowds are up. Week in, week out in the schoolboys footy. Don't forget, a few more rounds before we get into finals football in the NRL Schoolboys Peter Mulholland Cup. So we really look forward to the months ahead. Here's the kick now off the boot of Metcalf. Kicking away now from Lalili. Now this ball may stay in the field of play. He's thrown the ball, they chase, they'll pick it up and score! Unbelievable! Well, the poor old bloke who was trying to get over there, he was dazed. He was trying to do his best. Credit to him. Maybe in hindsight, well, we can easily say that from the commentary box, can't we? It may have went over the touchline, but all of a sudden, he flicked it back, hoping desperately that Westfields were going to go back there and have support, but no support came. And Hill Sports High, Johnny on the spot. And they've come up with the try to the right-hand side of the bloke. Wow. Well, that's the bounce of the rugby league football again, isn't it? Just when you thought that the ball probably would have went over the sideline, he had to play at it. Oh, don't you just love sport? Don't you just love rugby league? It's just incredible what the Steedon football has pretty much done over the last 3 weeks, folks. I had the opportunity to call the Queensland Cup and also the Women's Rugby League only last weekend up in Queensland at Moreton Daly Stadium, and congratulations to the North Queensland Gold Stars. They stealed the show, pretty much the premiership. After the siren, they put the big glom up. They were down by 2. The ball bounced, the siren went straight back to the Gold Stars, and the premiership was theirs as they went underneath the post. And these balls in the last couple of weeks as well here in the Schoolboy Cup. Don't know about you, but it's giving you the tingles. There's the kick now again for Metcalf. Right out there on the eastern touchline. Just measuring his distance. .21 metres out. Hills up by 18 points to 12 from the touchline. And just short. So no change on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. It is Hill Sports leading on by 6 points. 18 points to 12 with just over 5 minutes remaining in the contest. So will they go long and try and force the error? Will they go short? They're going to go long. So sit back, buckle up as we ride the next 5.5 minutes of footy here in Hitchinbrook. 18-12. What a match. It's had absolutely everything. Brilliant tries. The defence has been solid. We've met a few new characters of NRL schoolboys. Here's the defence again here on Sam Squire as he comes towards the 40-metre line. Here's Scott. Look for the kick. Metcalf. His placement of the football today, Metcalf, has been very highly rated. Lalaliti now brings it back from fullback into the waiting arms here of Billy Scott, who led the boys out onto the field. From the get-go, here's William Craig now. Four minutes remaining. Westfield Sports High, dig from dummy half. De Silva, he takes play down to the 30. They work the right. Lalihi now, they kick it over the top. Sukuru's chasing the footy. This time he can't pick it up. Defense into attack. As we have time off here, we'll stop the clock. With exactly 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. Wow. As you can see there, there's the bench. Bottom right-hand side of the screen from the boys from Westfields. There's Pia Carla on the left and Hemi Ora in 14, but Hill Sports coming past their own 10-metre zone with just 3.5 minutes here to hang on. They burrow from dummy half. Straight and hard there into Tulagi. So 6-point margin as they rumble their way through the middle corridor. Again to the right. Metcalf sets it up. This is Hassett. This time they do the barge play towards halfway. Good one-on-one tackle there on. Look for the kick. This time they keep it low and long along the ground. Nalalihi. He picks it up and he winds himself up before he comes storming back towards the 40. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Westfields, what can they produce? Lee Tiaganya, he's within 40 metres. De Silva sends it back. Lalalihi, right on the 30. 2 minutes to go in this one. Tulagi, what a shot! What an absolute ripper! With the last tackle now, De Silva. They're going to go for the little chip and chase. Galvin, can he get it back? No! What a beautiful take. Well, Galvin's been one of their best. No question about that for Westfield Sports High. Just couldn't quite pull a rabbit out of the hat there. But credit to him for giving it a red-hot go. As Hill Sports now. Run straight back into that man in Lachlan Galvin. Let's check the clock. 1 minute 40 remaining. So 1 minute remaining, pretty much. Just over a minute. As Hill Sports High. Juggle, did well. Good tackle. Tulagi. Well done there from Blaze, the 5'8". Metcalf. Charge down. There's a chance. There's a chance to pick it up. Oh, no. Blaze Tulagi. He had the opportunity to pick it up and pounce. But he couldn't get a clean pickup, could he? Wow, what a match. The Peter Mulholland Cup. Chances right down to the siren that's about to go in 54 seconds. So they've just got to hang on to the football and kick it into touch. That would be the order of play by Hill Sports High. Here's Phillips. He knows what's required. Off the interchange bench, straight there into Craig. Down towards the 30. We've got 28 seconds to go. There's a lost ball. Well, it's not over yet. They've got to form the scrum as quickly as possible. They've got to get to the scrum. They're coming from everywhere because they know with 13 seconds remaining, there's still a chance. What a humdinger of a clash. Everybody's up off their concrete slab here at the ground, cheering on the boys from Westfield here. There's 10 seconds remaining. Now Stevens has identified the need to go back in case they put in a kick closely, but they're going to run it. Now they've lost it. Stevens, oh, there he is. He was trying to pick up the footy. And the siren now about to go. The $5 siren goes in the background from the Mounties group. Thanks to